It's about the big man. Not Drew Timme. We already covered Drew Timme, but the other big man, the top-rated recruit in Gonzaga history, the top-rated recruit in the class of 2022. That's right. Today is all about Chet Holmgren. So player history, you have to start. The Chet Holmgren story begins when he was 15 years old, and at a basketball camp, he crossed over Steph Curry. He used Steph's famous move, got him on his skates. Obviously, I'm not going to pretend Steph Curry was playing the best defense he's capable of playing. I'm not going to pretend Steph Curry, even at his best, is a particularly good defensive player, but it was still very impressive, and it put the young man on the map at a very young age. If you haven't seen this clip yet, you need to go watch it. He went super viral really young. I don't think a lot of people really realized at the time what he was going to become. I certainly didn't. I saw the clip, thought, wow, that's really cool. I wonder if that kid's going to make anything of it. Didn't think about him for 2 years until Jalen Suggs came to Gonzaga, and then we started hearing all about this young man and realizing like, oh, that's the dude who crossed up Steph Curry. He's a legitimate prospect, and we have a shot to get him. And that's what happened. Obviously, the connection with Jalen Suggs was a monumental part of the reason that Chet Holmgren came to Gonzaga. It's part of the reason that so many people attribute Dominic Harris to kind of being the catalyst who created this whole kind of recruiting monster that Gonzaga has, because Harris had such a big role in getting both Julian Strawther and Jalen Suggs to come to Gonzaga. Of course, Jalen Suggs being the reason that Chet Holmgren has now come to Gonzaga. So two of the biggest recruits in school history are here in part because of the recruiting that Dominic Harris did before he ever even set foot on Gonzaga's campus, which is a pretty cool kind of footnote for him. We'll have a whole episode dedicated to him in a week or so we can talk about him then. But for now, Chet Holmgren made it official on April 19th, 2021, about 14 days, exactly 2 weeks after Gonzaga's devastating loss to Baylor. Gonzaga got a bit of a pick-me-up with the news that Chet was officially coming to Gonzaga. It was expected. Prior to that, the reason that Chet waited a long time to announce is because he did not want to distract from his team's run through the Minnesota State playoffs. They ended up winning the championship. He waited until after that before he announced. It's kind of the guy he is. You know, he's a bit more, I don't want to say he's like quiet or he's not, he doesn't advertise himself or anything. He does, and he's got some swag to him, but he is also kind of a team first guy. He's a very like do what it needs to be done to win type of guy. That's at least the impression I've gotten from him based on interviews and watching some of his games and as much tape as we have on him. I also think Gonzaga really goes for players like that. Like Jalen Suggs was not a me first guy. Hunter Salas, by all accounts, is not going to be a me first guy. Chet Holmgren's not really a me first guy. And those are the three highest recruits in school history. So I think that's an important part of who Chet Holmgren is. It's an important thing that we're going to see this year is the attitude that he has, and kind of the way that he carries himself is not the way that some top tier prospects carry themselves. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus in particular, but there are programs that are more comfortable recruiting those types of players than Gonzaga, despite getting top 5 prospects in the country now on a regular basis, at least for the last couple of years. I don't think they're going to dip into that type of player. And Chet Holmgren is certainly not the kind of player that could disrupt team chemistry, just like Jalen wasn't, just like I don't believe Hunter's not going to be either.